couple drivers I'm really looking forward to see today, and this is going to be one hell of a race. All 15 drivers after Reece unfortunately left are almost on the grid now, just waiting for the last few drivers. Arty is going to be the last of them, lining up in that Mercedes, which is unlike Arty. He hates the Mercedes, but he lines up in the Mercedes on the back row of the grid. Emerald on pole. Adam starts alongside on the inside of the circuit, so watch for him in turn 1. But the 5 lights are coming on now, and they're on in front of the drivers, and we're away in Baku. Good start there by Adam. It looks like Emerald may well get challenged down towards turn 1, but Emerald does cover him off and keep the lead. Whilst Adam tucks into second, was Joe in third. Bit of carnage in the background, and so the McLaren of Beast on is trying to sink down the inside as Paul has lost a couple of positions there. Lewis though maintains P3, hitting the wall though, sorry, in P4, as S. Perez has made up T5. Beast on is brilliant start there in McLaren, up to P6 already, challenging towards S. Perez, down towards turn 3, he moves to the inside and gonna try and go down the inside. Is he gonna be able to do it? Yes he can, up into P5. Emerald to defend off a little bit of pressure there from AdaaamLeee, who's already on his back and kept really close to him at the start and almost made a move there into turn 3, probably for not getting out on the stream. But we saw Big Toro getting passes. RedDevil down in P7, making moves at the start, so is Scott, but Paul falling backwards and Joel's falling backwards as well as he cuts the corner there. As, I think he's having a bit of carnage with the Toro of F1 Ben. They're coming together and they've come together into the wall, and Joel has been put to the back of the grid as TomGorian has been caught up in that as well. I don't know what happened there, and that will definitely require a serious investigation. F1 Ben is now retired from the session. So that would definitely require a serious investigation, but brilliant start there from Emerald, the 2 Ferraris. Perfect getaway from all 3 of them really. As Joe's actually made a mistake, he's put it into the wall a little bit. BMG Lewis down the inside, and B3 is trying to get involved as well as he goes to the inside as well. Can't make the move, but Lewis takes P3, and now Joe has to tuck in P4, but he's getting the slipstream, he's just behind there.
Yep, now Beast Tornadoes wants this action. That's a tremendous start from P11 on the grid though. But can he make the move on Joe? But Joe may be looking for it on Lewis, so he's up and behind that Alfa and the round Davis said he will go Beast Tornadoes. Is he going to be looking for a move? And he's might go down the side, it could be 3 wide, but he backs off, and then Joe backs off. Lewis goes deep in the as well, and so does Beast Tornadoes. Perez comes through and then takes P4, and now can Beast Tornadoes go down the inside of Lewis? They make slight contact, the 2 Bossman drivers going side by side. It's a drag race now, down into turn 3, label RedDevil. We have a great view of this now, but Beast Tornadoes has to back off, or as he looks for it down the inside. But Lewis again, we've seen that mistake in qualifying, going deep into turn 1. He does it again in the race, and this time costing him 2 positions and nearly 3.
Yep.
Beast on the inside.
There goes Beast down the inside in towards the tricky turn 5 and 6, and then on the outside he makes a bit of contact with Lewis, but they keep it clean enough, and now down towards the run towards turn 8. This is going to be a tricky move for Lewis, and can he make the move? No he can't, he has to stay behind, but he's still hanging on the inside. And now on the inside, someone has to back off.
Joe's off!
Otherwise this will cause carnage. As Joe's in the wall, Beast takes P4, Labour in P5, but Joe, who started P3 in this race on the soft combat tyres, he's now down in P10 and being pressurised by Alfa after going off in the wall, and he has damage as well as Arty breathes by as Joe struggles to get to grips with his car.
Very good, Andy. There's yellow flags in sector 3. TomGorian goes down the inside there, and he might even make a move, before the corner on Scott, and that is P7. But Paul, the speed that he's got on his teammate, Beast defence to the inside, but it is looking good for Paul as he sets the fastest lap of the race, as also P4 to go with it. So very impressive stuff there from Paul. Paul, DRS has enabled, and Perez is defenceless as they come across the line now, and AdaaamLeee comes into the pit, so it's now P2 for Paul, as AdaaamLeee makes a very early pit stop on those soft tyres as well, and it'll be interesting to see where this brings him out.
And as DRS is activated, you'll see the gap closing and closing and closing.
It's not going to be that easy.
It's not as easy as I expected, but he goes to the outside, off the track there for Beast on his. He breaks as late as he does, but not as late as he can to get around the outside. He stays in P4 and Perez in P3. So.
Yeah, there's a strange one there for Beast, not too sure what he was thinking, but he's definitely thinking of a move now on Perez. Down at turn 3, on the brakes, down the inside, he will go off the full string there. He just about makes a corner and squeezes Perez out. Inch perfect there from the McLaren man, TomGorian, is wanting on a bit of this action, and it may be now. Perez makes a mistake there, and TomGorian round the outside, and yes he does. P4 for TomGorian, and I did say Tom has good pace, and the podium is now possibly on for Tom. ERS this lap, as it will not be looking good if he comes under threat. AMS Joe and Lewis battling again down the inside. Joe goes in this contact between the two now. Joe nearly goes into the wall, but Lewis comes back down the inside into turn 2. Joe tries it round the outside and gives him very little room. Very close race between the both of them there as Joe gets the DRS. And I think that could be the move done and dusted. There's a little bit of kind of weaving going on there from Joe's. As Emerald's back, pretty simple move. He said this will be the easiest overtake when he tried to do it. I think it was on Perez. Well, this is a very easy one there for him. I think he's made the move even before the braking zone. That's P8 decisive there, and last second just swerved out the way down Emerald. Gets Arty, but Arty will be looking back at Emerald, and Arty is now going to get that position back off Emerald, and this is costing Emerald a lot of time now, locking up massively that front left tyre as Arty was slightly deep, and now Emerald will be wanting to try and get the move on Arty done very quickly as it just comes through that corner there.
Is actually your leader, and Emerald on the inside of Arty, he's going to claim P4, but Emerald is legitimately in P4, and now we'll have to have a mountain task to probably catch up to TomGorian and Paul, who'll be on much fresher tyres.
If it's a hard,
but it could pay off.
Strange one.
But the hards.
Why is it in the hards?
Will
he's taking the mediums longer than they took the hards. What?
The hards will take into the anyway, and he'll be quicker than Emerald and Adam. But the gap now to Tom is 6 seconds. And Paul in DOS of Emerald. Could Paul make a double move here? He's catching up to Emerald. He's catching up to AdaaamLeee. Emerald's catching up to AdaaamLeee. This could be 3 wide down towards turn 1. Adam goes to the outside. Emerald to the outside. Paul to the outside there. And Paul's going to go all the way around the outside ahead of both of them. But can Emerald stick it in there? He locks up. Forces Paul off. And then the crash. All 3 of them have made contact with the wall. Adam's been spun around, Emerald's been spun around, Paul makes contact with the wall and lost his front wing, a bit of his front wing, but he escapes unscathed and is in P2. Huge collision there, and now Emerald is under pressure from Esperanza on the outside of turn 2 and now on the run down towards turn 3. Can Esperanza go around the outside of exploding Emerald? It looks like he can, but can he brake late enough? Emerald brakes a little bit later and holds P4. Paul now though has got front wing damage, but is in P2. Oh, Perez actually gets past Explode Emerald, who made a mistake there. He's down the inside of Explode Emerald, trying to hold that position for all his might, but he can't do so. And around the outside of Cody, can't make the position. He's down to P5. Adam down to P6, and Adam has damage as Paul is out of the race. In towards the castle section, his foaming damage is a bit too much to handle in the castle section. And on debut race, after what it was all going so well, he's out of this race. TomGorian leads. Be Still Leaders in second place, benefiting from all this, and Esperez also benefiting up in P3, but under immense pressure from the Red Bull driver of Exploding Emerald in P4.
Oh no! And then Arty slowed down the AMS, Joe's got damage, and he splits a car, and now he's in the wall, and now Joe is in the wall, as he's now retired down the inside. They don't want to hear about your bets, but Emerald blocking up there, but yeah, I don't know, I just need to...
As Perez comes back, Perez's damage actually. Perez has quite major damage on the left hand side of that car. So Emerald actually made the move quite easily around the outside.
Who's on fresh hards, so I think Scott will try and play a bit smart here. Oh, but AdaaamLeee getting extremely close to the back of Scott, even having to back off there as these two go side by side. Ferrari versus RedDevil, but that DRS and the ERS might be a little bit too powerful for Scott to handle. Will Scott try and send one up the inside, or is he going to have to think better of it and stay behind AdaaamLeee? And he's going to have to think better and stay behind AdaaamLeee for this lap.
And he's not catching as quickly as he would. And now Perez cuts in, and down the inside goes Label RedDevil, but it's not enough to make a move. And Perez holds the position around the outside that he has at the moment. So that's the only logical explanation we can think about taking out Slipsy Milati's. Just hit the back of Label RedDevil there, up the castle section. Label's round, Arty's lost his front wing, and a collision between the both of them mean that AdaaamLeee comes through and takes P5. Perez has lost his pressure now. Arty takes P6 and Label down to P7.
Yep, this is going to give us a good chance now. Arty makes a move on AdaaamLeee, so there you have it. Arty's just killed Label RedDevil, Label RedDevil in the tits, but he gets...
Could have been on the podium, definitely though. He's now challenging Alfa Arty for P5 as round the outside we go in the DRS zone. AdaaamLeee will just pull ahead over DRS and into P5 goes AdaaamLeee. And what's been a decent recovery in what's been a carnage last 10 laps here.
That must be a nerve-wracking bit. You just can't crash now on the last lap, and it's all up to them not do it.
Yep, Arty then takes back AdaaamLeee round the outside of turn 2. Turn 3. Good move there by Arty.
And I've just found out an interesting fact for you. TomGorian has never won.
Arty, sorry, round the outside.
AdaaamLeee,
down the inside, and Arty has to back down there in towards the cup section. Hopefully he doesn't take too much momentum like he did on Label RedDevil. He doesn't. And yeah, Arty is down to P6 and Adam is up to P5. A brilliant, aggressive move there by Adam. Are going to be very, very close to the end of the race. There's Arty round the outside and up into P5 on the main straight there. And into turn 1, he takes P5 away from AdaaamLeee.
As you mentioned, it's his first run in RFL, and what I want to take it here, coming through the last few corners now, and the sigh of relief will come through his body, and he has now got realisation that he is going to take the win in RFL Season 4 Baku. He leaves to come across the line, and TomGorian gets his first ever RFL win. What a drive there from TomGorian, but AdaaamLeee and Arty going at it there, and that is for P5, so the action doesn't stop as Beast Tornadoes get his P2. Emerald is going to come across the line in P3, but the battle for P4, 5 and 6 is still undecided. AdaaamLeee on the back of Perez. Perez might get that DRS off Jules, which is going to be very, very mighty here as there's yellow flags in Sector 3, but AdaaamLeee on the back of Perez, and he's got so much more speed than Perez. Where's he going to go? Down the inside, and he's going to make the move before the line. And is it going to be on the line? They're side by side, and actually Perez with that DRS has got a little bit more speed, and he's going to come across the line and just take P4. That AMS show saves Perez there from losing that position, that DRS, and inevitably costing AdaaamLeee that P4. Arty comes home P6, Lewis with a good recovery drive, and P7, Label RedDevil after that punt gets home P8, Scott P9, and TomGorian will finish this race in P10.